Hey everyone, we're back, James at Act Audio, and we are doing the second part of our common misconceptions video. Basically, we work in the retail store and we are taking things that we hear on the daily level and we are putting them out on video to help educate you guys a little more and help you make some more wise decisions in your car audio purchases. If you haven't seen our first part, feel free to shoot over to our YouTube channel and check it out. But besides that, let's get going on the rest of our misconceptions. Common misconception number 4. I can't upgrade my system if I can't change the head unit. A lot of people think that you have to change the head unit. And in this modern age with our cars that we're dealing with, you got a lot of cool features in that head unit. And I don't want you to change it either because you have your CarPlay, you have your navigation, you got your Bluetooth. There's no need to change it. But we got a lot of devices, and I got a couple over here on the table that allow us to utilize the best pieces to not have to change your head unit and still add a system, right? We have things from a simple line out converter to an advanced DSP that allows us to have multiple ins and outs with some crazy controlling of the speakers. We can control the frequencies, the sound waves, control a lot of things with this. And all in between. So depending on the type of car you have, the type of system you want, and what you're exactly looking for, we're gonna find the right piece that fits your car while maintaining your factory head unit so you don't have to sacrifice anything. And we'll discuss how to figure out what part you need in a different video. Common misconception number 5. I own a leased vehicle, I can't do anything to it. Again, that's not true, right? A lot of stuff that we do when we work on your vehicle, we will not modify, we will not permanently modify your vehicle without your direct permission. So everything that we do to your car, we set it up so that we can reverse it, right? So when you get your leases over, come back to us, we'll take everything out, we'll restore it at the factory, and no one will ever know anything was changed. We'll put your original speakers back in, your radio, whatever it is, and we take everything out, no harm done, and you can take it with you to your next car. So if your car is leased, owned, whatever the situation is, we can do the same job and not have to worry about any consequences. Common misconception number 6, bigger is better. A lot of people come into my store and they think that they need more, they need it bigger, whatever the case is. So the first thing I'm gonna start with is magnets, right? A lot of people think the bigger the magnet, the better. Well, this day and age, technology has come really far. That was a big thing in the 90s when we all had the iron core magnets. But now, as you can see, there's 2 speakers here. This one clearly has a bigger magnet than this little magnet here. But what we don't know is this is called a neodymium magnet. It's one of the strongest metals in the world. There's different levels of neodymium as well. But this speaker here handles 30 watts RMS. This speaker here, I believe, I'd have to double check, is 120 RMS. So this speaker is, 120 RMS. So this speaker here has 4 times the power handling capabilities that this speaker has. But as you can see, there's a huge speaker magnet difference. The other thing to take into consideration with the speakers and technology is the tolerance has gotten better, the engineering has gotten better, and we can get the speakers to handle more heat and displace that heat better, allowing them to handle more power. Because when it comes to more power to a speaker, it's really about the heat that speaker absorbs, and that's what burns the speaker up. So if you've ever blown a speaker and it smelled bad, that's exactly what happened. Was there was too much heat, couldn't displace the heat fast enough, and burned the speaker up. The next one is subwoofer size. A lot of people think that the bigger the sub, the better, or the smaller the sub, the better. I want to get 212s or 215s, so I want it louder. Or I want to get 8s or 10s because I want it quieter. Well, that's not the case. You can get this little 8-inch sub handles 800 watts RMS. This little 8-inch sub handles 300. Or I don't have it here, but we got a 12-inch sub that handles 250. So it doesn't come down to the size of the subwoofer. What dictates that, and we talked about in another video, is the type of music you listen to and what you're looking for as your end result. You know, a 12 or 15 will get lower and deeper. A 10 or 8 will be quicker and punchier. The last one with bigger is better, it's also kind of more is better, is people think that you should always add more speakers. More speakers or more amps. And this is actually, I'm going into it, so we'll just keep going. My last common misconception, number 7. But the more speakers, the better. The more amps, the better. And that's not always the case either. Speakers in a car audio world will actually cancel each other out. So sometimes when you're building that high-end quality system, you know, you want to have less speakers so you have less cancellation. And we'll discuss that in a further video. Or if you want more details, feel free to shoot me a message. But basically, you know, the more speakers you add, the more sound waves that are bouncing around in your car, the more cancellation that can occur, killing your sound quality. Same with subs. I've had situations where people come in with 3 subwoofers, and we've actually removed one sub from their equation, and it was louder. Same thing with amplifiers. More isn't always better. Sometimes keeping the 1 amp and maximizing it is a better situation. So this is where it's best to get, you know, someone that knows what they're talking about involved, because a lot of times people come to my store and they'll buy 2-3 amps when they only need 1 amp. I recently had a customer come to me. He had a motorcycle. He wanted to put, I think it was 5 amplifiers on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 amplifiers on it. And I was able to achieve the exact same results only using 3 of those amplifiers. So ultimately, he spent a lot of extra money on 2 amps, and it was past his return policy, so he couldn't return them, on 2 amps that he didn't even need, which those amps, they were about $300 each, so you're talking $600 now, when he could achieve the exact same results by matching up the right impedance of his speakers to those amps. So bigger is not always better. So that's it for common misconceptions. I'm sure we've definitely missed some. So if you got any questions or things that you've heard that you want to have clarified, feel free to shoot us a DM or comment down below, and we'll definitely go over it and see what we can come up with. Until next time, enjoy your ride.